Bye.
I'm transferring your consciousness over to the
I accidentally muted my desktop audio for the stream, so that part was strangely silent. So good job, me.
You did it!
Hooray! All right. Well, here we are. I'm doing a heckin' art stream. And this is how I do it now. Until they can get the trackpad settings to work in Watado. Otherwise my hands do weird things. And that is weird and not good. So how's it going, everybody? That includes you.
Me too?
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Hooray.
Hanging out today.
Alright, let's make a nude layer. And lock that one. We're gonna block in some shadows now, and I'm kind of anxious. It's like first time in a hot minute that I've been working on art. Probably in like a month, maybe.
Hey. How do you feel about it?
Unworthy.
More like... I don't really...
We're just two winners tonight.
We're two winners. I took a little baby piece of an edible, and every day I'm realizing how little my tolerance has become. So yeah, I am a castle of mental fortitude tonight.
Amazing. Ooh, I don't like that. What is this? My girlfriend messaged me. What is this? Human... Oh.
Oh.
I'm just gonna send this to chat. I'm not going to read it out loud. That seems dangerous. Just gonna put that in the stream chat. There you go. That's what I'm looking at. Oh wait, let me set up my... I am so jumbled today. I need to set up my YouTube preview or it's gonna be something weird. It's not gaming, it's... Okay, they don't have anything for art, so it's just autos and vehicles, comedy, education, entertainment, film and animation, gaming, how-to and style, music, news and politics, nonprofits and activism, people and blogs, pets and animals, science and technology, sports, travel and events. Like, it's not entertainment, because I think that's things about entertainment. How to and style? We've been complaining for a hot minute that there's no art meta. But, you know, not like they're gonna listen to us about anything. This song is a fucking banger, though. Let me pop out the YouTube chat real quick. There we go. Hello, Goth Kitten. Hello, darling. If my face starts doing weird things, y'all let me know, okay? This is my first time trying looking down with this whole setup, and it's kind of hard to test on my own. Like most things, it's gonna work better in the test situation than it is in the field. Go here to... I don't really have a lot of advanced options for this pen. That's weird. Maybe if I go to my... if I go to my pen tablet options, give me a sec. I like that one better. Okay. Alright, so just a test. It's a bit too hard, so let's go back to that. What's up, Lavendier? Hello! How did the school thing go? I remember we had a school thing. Let's try that. I think I like that better. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ink the background. Well, I'm not in the mood to ink the background tonight. I'm in the mood to ink the blacks right now. Let's see here. If the light is a soft light coming from above and it's coming from multiple lights, there's not going to be a lot of harsh lighting. Was going since 9 this morning. Oh my god, what a day. Well, welcome. Welcome to the chill zone, my friend. Oh, thank you. You got an airbrush and you're slowly building a nest egg of tools and a setup for painting your minis. That's cool. Painting minis makes no sense to me, and hats off to everybody who does it. That's cool.
I've tried it a couple times, but it's a little bit too hard for me.
Yeah, like I'm extremely heavy-handed myself.
My art points. I like driving cars. I like driving cars fast.
Is that why you're a member of Team Knuckles? I mean,
Yes.
Sonic Team? Or wait, are you on?
Yeah. I don't remember actually. Hold on, let me
What
check.
team are you
No,
on?
I'm just
You're on
doing this.
Team Pink Snowick, not Team Teal
Oh, that's
Kunkles. That's because you gotta go fast.
It's because I gotta go fast. Sometimes I make bad. I hit a. Do you want to hear a funny story?
Yes. Also, dear, do you want to join in? Do you want to join in the voice chat? But yes, Cricket, tell us the story.
So, it's a mildly reckless behavior story, but not in a bad. It's not the best way. So
I'm already into this story.
I used to drive really, really fast. And this one time I was driving down this road, and Texas has a lot of really weird. Well, it's a big ass state, it'll be fine. They have a ton of speed bumps everywhere. And they're sometimes in really fucking weird places. Needless to say, I may have been going around or over 100 miles an hour and hit one of those speed bumps.
100 miles an hour?
Yeah. I bottomed out my suspension and actually blew the shocks.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But then I learned how to replace shocks, so
Alright.
we all learned a lesson.
All of us, even me.
Yes. Especially.
What's that mean?
I don't really know, to be honest. I'm just saying things.
Alright, dear, that's okay. I respect that. Sometimes you just need a break from stuff. I'm tired of this song. What's the next song? Well, that's okay. It can be... It's totally cool to, like, you know, have a private reason and stuff like that. Sometimes you put in shadows that are emotionally true instead of logically true. Especially if you're working with black and white, which I always work primarily with black and white and then move to color afterwards. Sometimes you just have to put in shadows that are emotionally true.
They feel right in the heart, even though they don't always make sense.
Yeah, they look right when you look at them. Why is this not moving? You got your first Pride shirt ever.
Yo.
Nice. It's a Pride Hollister logo. Are you like... I don't know what it is. People who like Hollister? I don't know anything about Hollister. I just never shopped there. I knew a lot of...
Hollister's the same store as it used to be.
What's that?
I said, I don't know if Hollister's the same store as it used to be.
Really?
Because I knew exactly what you like. I could. The same vibe that I think you get from Hollister is probably the same vibe I get from Hollister.
Like, I'm talking like 2002 Hollister. You know,
Yeah.
like guys who wore... Guys with, like, medium length, swoopy, like, hair with highlights. You know, like that Sweet Life of Zack and Cody haircut.
Yep.
And
God.
that's the only way I know how to describe it. And like who would wear like rainbow flip-flops, like rainbow brand flip-flops, and like a button-down t-shirt with a bow tie. Those are the kind of people that I knew growing up who shopped at Hollister. And being a punker, never really understood that vibe, and therefore never shopped there. But if it's... You really want to get those 2000s, late 99 style hair, oh my god, shell necklaces, bleached hair, and saggy pants. Why you do this to me? I used to make hemp necklaces for people.
That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Were
Sometimes-
they hard to make?
Nah, they weren't hard to make. This is starting to look more grounded. Now, if I met, like, a lesbian who had that look, oh my god, I'd be all over it for some reason. You know, like, lesbians with mullets? Oh my god. Take me away. See, I didn't do the bracelet loom. I just knotted everything by hand. I color this all in by hand instead of using the bucket tool, just because like when this pen has anti-aliasing on it, and so like when you say for to draw this area and then fill it in with a bucket, there's like this weird white outline. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. It looks ugly as fuck.
Alright, show me.
Huh? Oh, like if I draw this, right? And then fill it in. Do you see this
Oh, yeah.
little outline here? And if I turn the tolerance up, then it'll make this outline look really harsh and look like I drew it in MS Paint.
Why does it do that?
It's just, ooh, shit. It's just a tolerance level thing. Tolerance is how similar do the pixels have to be before it cuts off where it colors things. And so if the colors stop being white, then it stops filling it in.
Oh, okay.
And anti-aliasing is this little fuzz you see around it when you get on like 1000%. There's a little fuzz here because in real life not everything has like hard pixelated edges. And even though some people draw with anti-aliasing turned off, I don't like the way it looks. I feel like it looks like MS Paint. And I'm doing too many things at once to worry about the system resources required to make an image that's 4 times the size. Also, there's just something satisfying about coloring it in. I fucking love this song. I think this is a Tears for Fears Vaporwave song. Why is this window not auto-scrolling? This drawing software is Sketchpad Pro, and it's like only $20. And this pen here does feel like a calligraphy set. I decided since this is shiny, this needs a little shadow on it. I'm going to connect this and put the highlight in the inside. forgot to set my Twitch ad breaks. Let's see here. Ads. Ads. Oh, ad manager. Here we go. Automatic ad length and frequency. And I reduced it from 5.5 minutes per hour to 3 minutes per hour. You're welcome, everybody. Love you. Merry Christmas. Hmm?
I said, and a happy new year.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. You know that guy who quit NASA to make weird shit on YouTube?
Which one?
The guy who made the squirrel run.
I can't say I do, actually.
I think it was called, like, Nut Dungeon or something like that.
Wow, you just introduced me to some fucking cursed knowledge.
No, sorry, it was Fort Nuts. Sorry,
That's so much better.
Yeah, it's not Nut Dungeon, it's Fort Nuts. I know it had some kind of, like, weird, like, ambiguously gay name. Yeah, Mark Rober, that's his name. He, for a few years now has been inventing weird shit because dude's a mad scientist, okay? Like, that's the only thing I can think of because he just, like, invents really extravagant, elaborate, insane things that don't make any sense at all. Like, definitely a mad scientist because he's doing it just because he can. He invented, like, this kind of glitter bomb that is electronic and records your porch pirate when they open it and sends the data back to like his cloud. Like, he can watch it in real time, but if it happens when he's asleep, he can watch it later on the cloud anyway. Every year he got more and more elaborate with it, and it's now like this system based off of, I used to be a magician, and when I saw it, I'm like, that's a laudable. And a laudable is this thing where, like, you can pour all the water out of it, and then later in your act, you can pour all the water out of it, and then later in your act, you can pour all the water out of it, and, just keep going and going. He literally made a Nerf gun out of DNA molecules. Wow. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm telling you, he's a mad scientist. Like, that's the only way to describe this guy. So after his first glitter bomb, though, he managed to get Macaulay Culkin on his show, like Macaulay fucking Culkin. And this glitter bomb shoots, poo gas, like, at intervals every 30 seconds. And he's like, we've improved the poo gas since last year. Here, what do you think of this? And he, like, sprays it in the air, and Macaulay Culkin just, like, walks into the cloud and, like, does that thing with his with your hands where you, like, waft it into your face, and he's like, ugh! And his eyes turned red. Like, he just instantly had red circles around his eyes, and he's like, oh my fucking god, that is terrible. And, like, every year since then, that guy's been milking that. He's like, this is more powerful than the stink bomb that we almost killed Macaulay Culkin with in my backyard. And he plays audio from Home Alone. When you open it, it'll say like "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal," and then it throws glitter at you. But the Laudable mechanic, what it ends up doing is it sprays out glitter and then it waits, and then it sprays out glitter, and then it waits, and then it sprays out glitter. And he made it so you can't put the lid back on, which is pretty fucking vile, if you ask me. And then it starts like doing a countdown where it's talking about like, you know, recovery procedure activated, and then you start hearing like fake police chatter, and pretty much every video ends up with people like sticking it on their porch or throwing it in the trash or just like throwing it out of their car. One guy in San Francisco, because he lives in San Francisco, which is apparently like car break-in capital of the world, or no, not of the world, but you know, car break-in capital of the United States. He like left it in a car, like on purpose. Somebody was like driving around looking for a fucking bathroom. He knows because it accidentally started recording, and they kept stopping somewhere and asking if they had a bathroom, but it was like 2020 and like COVID. Nobody had public bathrooms at the time. And then it started going off, and he's like, "The fuck is this?" And then it really started going off, and so the guy shot it multiple times with a gun, and he's like, "I don't think I'm gonna try to recover that one," because he just lost the feed. Like, it got shot with a gun. The rest of them just get thrown out. One of them, when people...
was clearly very...
Person was clearly what?
I said that person was clearly very irritated.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you be if you needed to go to the bathroom and you've been driving all over San Francisco?
Yeah, I kind of would.
And the thing you stole started going off and talking about the cops and shit? I'd be pissed.
I mean, God, yeah, it's fucked.
Probably have a big old warm piss stain in my pants. And a car full of bullet holes. That looks shiny. Actually, that looks hella shiny. I dig that. Ooh. Oh, wait. I am gonna put in shadows. I'm gonna just find them and blow them out of proportion, because that's how Mama rolls. Yeah, I'm feeling good about that. Oh yeah. Those are looking shiny now. That feels good. I've decided that this is not soft fluorescent light, but harsh fluorescent light. You get to this part of the book yet?
Let's... Which part is this?
I mean, I can't tell if you haven't gotten there. Chapters Nova's
Well,
Unmasked Part 2.
Let's see.
You don't think so? It's probably like if they don't put this much detail and passion into it, it's because they're overworked and underpaid. That's the only reason I think comic book artists don't put passion and detail into things, because I've seen some really good modern comics, but even in like older comics, there's a few artists that stand out because of the amount of skill and passion they put into it, and others that don't stand out because, you know, they were probably like filler artists for when they couldn't afford the good one, or because the good one was working on another project, you know?
This is when she meets everyone for the first time, right?
Yeah, this is when Timber meets everybody.
Okay, then I have, yes. I'm on 132 of 270. I'm roughly halfway there.
Yeah, this is about maybe like a third of the way into the book, I think. Did you read Meat Packed in Bulk yet? That's where Amy is right now.
I've taken a little hiatus from reading in general, so I've been doing a lot lately. But next month,
thank you,
everything's gonna
Lavender.
slow down. 'Cause then I can start doing stuff like reading all of the books that I have, including yours.
That makes sense. It's okay to take breaks.
I tore up the book until just very recent.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a spot where everybody slows down and puts the book down, or if it's just like people just happen to start reading it and then shit goes down, and it all happens to be around the same time.
Honestly, I don't really think that there's like a time when it starts to get boring. It's a pretty consistent, enjoyable story that like keeps my attention, and that I was better reading books before, but like I gotta say, like it's kept my attention pretty well.
Well, that is good news.
Also, I am not the best at explaining things currently.
Well, you did have a weird ass edible or something.
It's true. I'm trying my damnedest to keep like a competent conversation.
But yeah, Lavender, if I didn't say it enough, I want to be sure that I say it again. I really appreciate what you're saying about the passion and detail in this, because sometimes I feel like this looks like trash, and I often feel like it looks like trash until I start adding the blacks to it, and that's when it starts looking good. Before that, it's like everything looks just like a really awkward sketch that you would see like 2003 in DeviantArt or something like that.
I really like your characters.
Thank you.
They're solid fucking vibe.
Yeah, I wanted to make like a really cool, like, queer-coded group of like fun superheroes. Like, if this doesn't say like, you know, you're friends from the gay club, like, you don't go to gay clubs. That's what I think.
This is a very queer-coded group.
Right?
Hung out with some of these people.
Right? Just some guy.
Lesbian who watched Blade. Hell yeah.
Wait. Which one's the lesbian who watched Blade?
To be honest,
Which one's the lesbian who watched Blade? I need to know. I need to know. When you said that, who were you looking at?
I'm looking at someone who's not a lesbian.
Are you looking at Jeremiah?
Yes.
He looks like a lesbian who watched Blade and said that.
Yes.
Yes! 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 Also, is my audio clipping?
No, it's wonderful.
Okay, good. Lavender says that's what sketches are for. Art takes time and passion is patient. It definitely continues to show the more the art develops. I'm glad. Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Who is the person with the pentagram?
That's Laurel.
That's Laurel.
Yeah,
Laurel looks like the nice
Laurel's
person.
got like tattoos all over her head. I just haven't done it yet.
That'll be cool. I like their character design.
Interesting. You corrected Laurel to say they, but you called Timber a she.
I bring up always the best.
It's okay.
I know Timber is
A
they.
lot of people think Timber is like femme-coded. And I don't know what it is about Timber. Maybe it's the fact that Timber wears lipstick. Lipstick is such a strong, feminine-coded like piece of attire.
It really. That's the thing that really still gets me, because when people present very, in what I would consider, at least with the way that I grew up, which is the way that I'm trying to change that thinking. It's just a deep programming, I guess. But like, when somebody presents in typically feminine fashion, my fucking lizard brain defaults to it. And I've really been trying to train my brain to instead just default to they, them. Because it seems to be like something everyone is generally comfortable with.
Fair.
Until I
Brooklyn
can
King,
understand
this novel is sorry to interrupt, darling, but Brooklyn King, this novel is It's a queer superhero novel. It's dark and violent and extremely queer. But yeah, if you is there a link in the description on the YouTube page? Let me look. Oh my god. Let me look. Yeah, if you go to the link tree and then you go to onionbelly.net, there's actually excerpts from the novel if you want to check it out. There's more information on it. There's a link to the Kickstarter that I did back in 2018. I'm still illustrating the novel. I also have an explanation on the Kickstarter of why it has taken so long, and mostly because it was, I got in a very abusive relationship. It's funny because this novel has like a lot of trauma elements in it, and it's almost like I called myself out in advance when I wrote this book. You know, you've got a queer radio DJ with like queer non-binary radio DJ with like a whole bunch of misconceptions about how the world works, and then their friend comes out to them and they're like, oh shit. Hey wait, actually. And by coming out, I mean, well, you gotta read the book, but the whole superhero experience, much like in X-Men, is very much a stand-in for the queer experience. Awesome, I'm glad. Let me know what you think. You can either leave a comment here, you can say it in chat if you check it out and come back, or if you check it out later, you can also pop in the Discord. There's a link for that and the link tree too, and if that doesn't work, let me know. But also there's a link like directly over here on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, I love talking to people about the book, and I'm looking for beta readers. I'm offering money to people who beta read the book and then get back to me with the questions that I have about it. Like things that I need people to look for in the novel and answer my particular questions about it. Yeah, I really hope that the representation of my book is not pandering so much as it's just like there. Because I know what you mean. Cricket, you're like halfway through the book. How do you feel about the representation in it?
I think the analogy makes sense. I think it does. My brain's gonna be a little bit slow.
Like in the book, they're called novas, and novas have like a pride festival in New York because it's like one of the few places where being a superhero isn't outlawed, or at least it was the first place where it got decriminalized. Yeah, I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just trying to give you time to talk.
No, you're good.
You don't have to. You don't have to say anything if your brain is off. Are you being a bimbo right now?
Yeah, this girl's brain is 100% smooth as fucking ice right now.
Oh my god.
At least I'm pretty. Because right now, not very.
Came across a comic with a gay couple and it wasn't forced and felt so heartwarming. Well, if you want to message me somehow, your email address, I can send it to you, Lavender. So you've been around for a while. Would love to get your feedback on it. Which song is this? I don't have, my now playing doesn't work anymore, and so like that's kind of a bummer. Like I followed all the setup directions and it worked, and then one day it just didn't work anymore, which kind of pisses me off.
I like this song because it sounds like it belongs on the main menu of the Wii.
A fine reason to love any song.
The Wii was a great console.
It really was. Like, it got so much shit, but it was so good.
It was fun. Like, it wasn't like, and it wasn't even like, oh great, my parents bought me one of those. Well, actually, did you ever play one of those, the little tiny consoles that was just a joystick and it had the 3 analog cables where that you could hook it into the TV?
Oh yeah, I had a few. I still have one of them. It plays Pac-Man and Pac-Mania, and I've got an HDMI one that plays Mega Man 1 through 6.
No joke.
Yeah, when I did my streamathon, the secret game was Mega Man 1. I was gonna play Mega Man 1 on my frustrating game streamathon, but we didn't get to the secret. We didn't get to the secret goal, so I didn't play the secret game. You're gonna check out for bed? Okay, good night. Good night, dear. Have a great night. Sleep well. What did yours have on it?
It had Galaga, it had Dig Dug, it had also Dig Dug is a great game.
You know, if you watch the ads for it, like, people were apparently crazy for Dig Dug.
Really?
Yeah, like, the way that they talk about Dig Dug, it really heavily implies that this is a game that, like, everybody was crazy for, and they couldn't pump out Dig Dug on enough consoles fast enough.
I mean, it is a fun game, and like, when gameplay is your main feature, and you got a good gameplay, then I guess, yeah, you would kill.
Yeah. Thank you, dear. Have a good night. Like, it seems like Bomberman almost. I never got into Dig Dug.
I never really played that much of Bomberman. I had a Nintendo 64, but I played a lot of cheater games on that. Like,
Oh, you poor girl.
Look, there was plenty of great games to play on the Nintendo 64.
I've got Perfect Dark.
Rainbow 6-3? Did you know? Did you know the Nintendo 64 had a Rainbow 6-3?
It doesn't surprise me. I remember it being confusing as hell on the PC. Couldn't imagine what it was like on the 64.
Terrible, terrible. I played the same fucking map over and over and over, but it was a video game, so that was cool. I played Harvest Moon. I liked Harvest Moon.
Just checked out my website and the novel looks great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Alice, I never got a chance to finish working on Alice. I wrote Alice and then realized I was transgender. It's kind of an egg novel in the same way that like the Matrix series is an egg story. Like reading Alice, going back to it, I'm just like, God damn, an egg wrote this book. A fucking egg wrote this book, man. It's like, there's this girl who thinks that there is something very deeply sinister and wrong about the world that she lives in, and is like plagued with nightmares, and like goes and meets some prophet who's just like, things were great until they weren't, you know. The church is corrupt as hell. They gave me lots of guys to fuck, and then they kicked me out, and it's just like, what? He's like, oh yeah, like the guy's like a prophet, like a legit prophet, and he's just like, oh yeah, also that book, that holy book you use in addition to your holy book, that one's trash. And then there's like a plague going around, and like it turns out the cure for it is really bad, and and then there's like lots of visceral like sexual violence in the book. I end up putting a lot of sexual violence in my stories, not because I'm into it, but because I have experienced it. And what's interesting is I didn't realize at the time that I had experienced such things when I first wrote the novel, and then I went back and read it, and I'm just like, this poor sweet summer child who wrote this book. Like, I know who hurt them, but I kind of want to say, who hurt you, sweet summer child? It's rough, and then at the end, it's just dark and nobody knows how it's gonna end up, and I don't know, there's lines in the book that just like really imply like if you look at it through a trans lens, it suddenly becomes, or even like just a gay lens, it becomes very much like a book about like closeted queerness. Like, it's not explicitly about it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, this book is explicitly about queerness. Alice is not explicitly about queerness. It's more like an allegory for closeted queerness, because I was definitely so closeted I couldn't even admit it to myself.
The same. Holy crap. I had a lot of really weird feelings. I had a lot of really weird feelings about like queer people weren't really that okay in my family at all. It 0%. And so like I kind of went through the whole range of like, I'm clearly there's no way I could be gay. And then it's like, well, maybe I'm a gay man. And then later on, I found out what trans was, and
Man, I knew what trans was from a young age, but you know, like it had been beaten into my head pretty early on that it's like that's for somebody else who has lots of money and wants to mutilate themselves. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Just gonna relegate that into fantasy life. And I was just a girl online. But anyway, keep going.
well, no, that's actually kind of interesting. I didn't really even know what it was. Or, I didn't even really know what it was until maybe in my maybe when I was 20.
Damn.
Big surprise. Always had weird thoughts about about being a girl, but I didn't think that was possible. Turns out.
Right? Late at night, I would be awake, acting out some dangerous fantasy while also looking up hormones and stuff, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I not in bed? And this voice comes back in my head and says, oh, you're practicing. And I'm like, practicing? For what? For when you get to do this for real. And I'm like, when? Not if? And then the voice was like, bye! And just like, drifted away like it was fucking with me.
Had a premonition. Is your...
I tried having conversations with it. Huh?
No, I was gonna say you talked to yourself in the past.
What do you mean I talked to myself in the past?
Maybe...
Oh, you mean like I time traveled?
Yeah.
Maybe, but like I remember one time I got hypnotized and like I built this really beautiful mind palace that was like on the shore of a stream with a weeping willow and shit. It was really nice. And then like some chick who looks like Ramona Flowers comes up to me and I'm like, what are you doing here? Not who are you? I said, what are you doing here? Like, this is the conversation that happened in my head, and she was like, you know why I'm here? And I'm like, no, I don't. And she's like, oh, I'm like everything about your repressed sexuality. And I'm like, you should leave. And she's like, we need to talk, and just plops down next to me under the weeping willow tree. And I'm like, no, we don't. And she's like, suit yourself, but eventually we will have to talk. And I'm like, no, we don't. I was so in denial. It was insane. But I was trying to be a good Christian boy.
How does that work?
Well, you know, gay conversion therapy works. I'm not a gay man anymore. I'm a lesbian. Brooklyn King, I'm really glad you're here, and I do this every Friday and Saturday night. I might move to Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm not sure yet. Fridays and Saturdays interfere with some time that I spend with family on a regular basis. So I might be on there then. Sometimes I upload stream highlights, but mostly I'm just trying to catch up. Also, I'm trying to code a video game, so I'm probably just going to be uploading devlogs to YouTube and the fake commercials to my second channel. I make commercials for products that don't exist. And then, before you go,
responsible adults aren't supposed to have fun.
we do a lot of old commercials around here.
Drive racing cars to
What's
work,
up, Lewis?
play golf in our pajamas, tennis on the bus, or baseball in our mother-in-law's living room. All you need is a Game Boy. It's a personal game-playing system with
Oh
over
my
200
God, this
puzzle
ad.
action sports games to choose from. Hey, fun is your reward for growing up. Start playing.
You really gotta get one of these.
Game Boy by Nintendo. Have you had...
All right, so anyway, you know, I make, hello, Lewis, hello. I don't know if I already said hi or not, but, yeah, we watch a lot of old TV around here, and, so the stream highlights are gonna be on Twitch in the form of clips. I just don't have the spoons to make stream highlights of an entire stream anymore. But the streams themselves are up on YouTube if you want to watch the replay later. If you want to see how the art goes, you can watch it on 2x. I don't give a crap. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. But most of the streams are Friday and Saturday nights. And if I change the night, I will announce it. So you can stick around for that, or you can, if you subscribe on YouTube, you'll get the announcement if I do it. It'll be in a couple weeks is when I'm deciding if I'm changing. I might do 4 nights a week for a while and just see which night feels better. But last time I streamed 4 nights a week, I got burnt out pretty quick, so we'll figure it out. But have a great night. It was great to meet you, and yeah, go get some eep. If it's time to eep around where you are. I don't know. Woo! I'm glad. You have a happy new year. And since I missed it, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Lewis, how's it going? How's your stream been going? What kind of games you been playing lately? It's been good. Au revoir. Oh God. Cricket, you still there? Cool. Why is my pen doing that? Is it just the way I stroke it? Yeah, it gets bigger if I stroke it that way.
I like his turtleneck. Their turtleneck.
His pronouns are he, him. You can call Stanley. You know who Stanley is, right?
I sure do, and I thought that's who he was, but I just didn't want to assume.
His name is Stanley Martin for a reason. That's Stan Lee's first and middle name.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I came up with his character. I was writing this chapter the day Stan Lee died, and a lot of us were like, somebody around, I think it was NaNoWriMo, said, what if we tried to incorporate Stan Lee in our books? And I'm like, that's amazing. So I did. And since he was dead, that's why he's the Goofy Ghost.
I would say that's pretty true. I like his character design. I like his turtleneck.
I'm glad. His outfit is based on my art teacher. in college. The one who taught me like everything I know about pen strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he died a few years ago. Steve Gately. He was great.
Well, he had great turtlenecks.
That guy, he had like hair that looked like Darth Vader's helmet. Like it was like a 70s bowl cut. And it looked like Darth Vader's helmet. You know, like it was up in the front and scooped down, you know? Let me see if I can find a picture of this guy. Hold on.
This guy is so cool.
What if I can find like a news picture of him? Stephen F. Gately. I think there's a page on the college's website dedicated to this guy. This guy always wore like corduroy and/or denim shirts. He's half based on Steve Gately, half based on Stan Lee. Is there any? No, there's no examples of his art. It's just an obit. But yeah, he was at the faculty for, let's see here. From 1973 to 2021 when he died.
Let me see his picture one more time. Holy shit. This guy's so cool.
Yeah.
Was he nice?
Oh, he was super nice.
Okay, cool. Sometimes I worry. Like,
Not worry.
I gotta stop saying that in public.
Why? But the Pogger is the Pogger is like an enemy in the game that I'm making.
It is. You know what? Kill the cringe in your head, folks. Be the coolest you want to be.
That's exactly right. That is absolutely 100% correct. Alright, I had to restart my microphone in the WaterZo app, but now I don't have a lag anymore. I gotta put in a bug report. Give me just a sec here, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the song for a second. The loop is, I can still hear it. It's a great loop, but it's gonna be...
Hold on, what does this mean? Lamp? Alright, let me go to community questions. Lip. Lip sync getting laggy. Have to restart microphone multiple times during stream since update. New post. Just like it says on the tin, I'm running at 50% resources, so it's not that, and it goes back to near real time once I click restart mic. And bug report and post. There we go. Cool.
Do you like Tim Curry?
Oh, I love Tim Curry.
He was in one of my favorite RTS games ever, which is Red Alert 3.
I heard about that. Isn't that when he said I'm going to the only place that hasn't been tainted by capitalism, space? Or is that a movie?
Can't do this. No, that's Red Alert 3 because Red Alert 3 does like full acted cutscenes. It's fucking awesome.
That's great.
They've been doing acted and full motion video cutscenes since the fucking 90s.
That's pretty cool. Hey, I need you to see something. Cricket, are you looking at my stream or are you just in the Discord?
I am looking at it right. Hold on, I'll pull up your screen so I can just pull it up on the on your screen. Why are you attacking me, technology?
I need you to see this so bad.
Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm in the stream.
I want you to look over here and say something. Just say anything. No, I mean look at where I'm looking. You don't have to physically turn your head. Just look where I'm looking. I can't hear you at all.
Wait, you can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Are you looking on the screen where I'm looking?
Yes.
Do you see it? It's very small. It's left over from when I sit at my game desk. I forgot to turn it off. And so it's just like over here. You're really quiet again. I don't know what happened.
Oh, sorry. If I turn away from the computer, then I become
You become a ghost.
can't hear me anymore. Yeah, I become ghost.
But yeah, it's just so you can see like that's where I am in the room. Is I'm on the opposite side of my computer desk. And it's right there. It's just I forgot to turn it off. So that's a nice little Easter egg for you.
That's cool. It's adorable. I love how it lights up.
Yeah, I think it's fun that you can see it from behind.
I'm over for shoulder.
So yeah, this guy would wear like turtlenecks under denim shirts.
God, that is 1,000 degrees.
Yup. And so I was like, what does Stanley wear? Stanley's gonna dress like Steve.
And deodorant is putting in work.
I wish I could broadcast the music to Discord.
I can hear it on the Discord.
You can?
Yeah, that's why I told you.
Wait, oh, that's right. How do you hear the music though?
Because I can mute it or unmute it.
Wait, what? No, I'm talking about the music I'm listening to on the stream. With the sexy saxophone solo.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I was talking about when I said this music rocks.
Oh. The music that's on Discord sounds like it belongs on the fucking Wii main menu.
That's what you were talking about. That makes so much more sense. Yes, yes, it does. It reminds me of like the Wii Shop music.
It really does. I was sitting there listening to it, and I was like,
No, this song right here, I call it.
pretty good loop. Like, wow, this is going on forever.
No, it's This song right here, I like to call it the love theme from Arrow 3.0. I'll play it again if you want to listen to it.
Alright, hold on. I gotta mute my
Hold on, wait.
side. 'Cause
Please start the song. Is this it? Okay, it is. Okay, good.
I'm gonna mute this side and deafen it, but I'll still be able to hear you on Twitch,
Okay.
so I can listen to the song.
I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. Starts off quiet. This song is such a vibe.
I feel like I'm watching the corner, I'm watching the credits at the end of a nature documentary.
Well, yeah,
I'm
like.
watching when I was a little kid, and that's what I love about it.
This is what I used for the end credits to my Arrow 3.0 trailer. It came in when the saxophone came in. Right here. I feel like this is like, you know, you play a main credit song. And then when that's over and most of the people have left the theater, you play this song.
I'm fine with it.
This is the kind of songs I would play like early 90s, like post main credit song, as like the names got really tiny.
It starts to go like
Yeah. What about watching VHS tapes? I mean, I have some VHS tapes that I haven't gone through yet. I also gotta upload my D-Day one. I think you'll like it.
The D-Day one?
Yeah, it's from 1994.
Oh god, I'm sure there's so much preciously terrible information that's completely out of date and maybe somehow racist in there.
Yeah, they interview Nazis.
I'm sure they are.
Like, they interview literal Nazis.
Oh god. Very History Channel hours, oh shit.
From A&E. Oh my god, this song this song fucks so hard. Jazz, but I love sexy 80s like pop synth saxophone, like pop synth with saxophone solos. It hits different than regular jazz. And I love that they're just looping this one riff because it's vaporwave and you can just loop parts of a song until they get really uncomfortable. Because if your vaporwave isn't a little bit uncomfortable, then what are you doing? Yeah, like if your vaporwave isn't uncomfortable, then you're just making lo-fi. Or synthwave. And I'm really sad that like nobody really makes vaporwave anymore. I want to learn how to make vaporwave. Oh, this is the same song.
Do you think would you use like a MIDI machine or something?
I don't know. We can look it up. Screw it, let's look it up. Because like 14-year-olds were making vaporwave in their mom's basements, it has to be easy. Like people who don't know anything about vaporwave were making vaporwave. People who don't know anything about the genre that it came from, rather. Most common rate of slowing down music is to make a vaporwave is anywhere from 20 to 60 BPM slower than the original. If it has vocals, make sure it's slow enough to where the vocals sound eerie and almost nightmarish. Oh my god, there's a wiki how. 9 steps to make vaporwave. Figure out what subgenre of vaporwave you want to do. Well, I definitely want to make either city pop or mall soft. Like, you ever heard Mallsoft before? I think this is technically Mallsoft. Like, it's echoey. It's like the kind of music you would, like, it's got that, like, could have been heard in the background of a mall in 1994 kind of vibe to it. The internet for 70s, 80s, 90s music is the most common music sampled on vaporwave. One thing to note is vaporwave is highly, if not fully, sampled. New wave music based with heavy synthesizer notes and smooth saxophone leads seem to be favorites. You can make it in Audacity. Okay, so we changed the tempo. Select your favorite part of the track and cut it. Repeat, change tempo. Try to repeat some parts, add effects, delete the parts you've made until it sounds good. Is that it? Just add reverb, crackle, and even pitch shift. Crackle adds an old school vibe. Okay. Change speed or change tempo. Yeah, that's something that's interesting is if you don't want to change the pitch, you do change tempo in Audacity. That's how I sped up the voice for the commercial that I'm making. Looks like we can just make vaporwave. Maybe I'll make some vaporwave when I get off of here. What's your favorite, like, 80s synth pop song? Do you have one?
City pop stuff.
I have a lot of City Pop. Hold on. I could set this to just City Pop, I think. If I take this out, and this out, and this out, and this out, we'll play just my City Pop playlist. This one's not really. Wait a minute. No, this one's on this list for different reasons. No, wait, hold on. There we go. I found like a lot of City Pop on SoundCloud that's like free for commercial use. What'd you say?
I said score.
Right?
Weed is bimbo drug.
You really are bimbo pilled.
It's 50-50. Fighting for lucidity.
You're fighting for lucidity.
I'm fighting for my fucking life.
I really hate that feeling of fighting for lucidity. That's actually one of the reasons I didn't enjoy weed when I hit my second wife's like strong stuff.
Yeah.
I had done like I was between jobs in Minecraft. And in Minecraft I did weed. Huh?
Nothing.
Huh?
I said weeder.
I said weeder?
Weeder.
What does that mean?
It's pretty much just like saying weed, but we-R. It's, yeah, that's why I said that. It's like,
I like to hear the weird dumb shit you say.
I can't help it. I have a bunch of like words that I just make up in my fucking head that I have to say them out loud. My brain is silly cold. I was born this goofy.
That's the way we like it, Lord.
Sounds 'Cause I like the weird raking sound.
The what?
It sounds like somebody's raking across.
Oh, it's probably that, oh, what's it called? It's that, like, wooden frog.
Oh, yes, okay. I don't know what they're called, but I have like a general idea of what you mean.
Yeah, it's probably like one of those.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that up.
It's guy's shirt looks so wrinkly.
I can't spell with damn.
Oh, it's spelled WORTHADAMN.
It's. I'm gonna send you the name of. You're really not gonna let me copy that? I like this. I can't pronounce that. Of what?
Put it in the stage chat if you can.
I will.
So I have that open right now.
Open chat, stage chat. Ooh, a VNO. Human names.
A Gyro Rasp, eh?
Holy Jesus Christ. 7?
7.
4? Almost 2?
What?
That post you posted in streamer chat, or stage chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we won't speak about that.
No. I think that was too vague.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Sometimes I say, Self, is this too much?
Never.
Nah, I think this is cool. This is rad as fuck. I'm gonna take a potty break and stretch. I will be back.
Same.
Vanguard centipede, Galaxian. Now where you been? You'll make the days roll on by, blasting bugs out of the sky. Well, you know deep down that it's gonna be a hummer, 'cause nobody's hotter than Atari this summer. Nobody's hotter than Atari this summer.
This summer, the really hot video games come from Atari. We've got Centipede, Ms. Pac-Man, Vanguard, and Galaxian. If you thought it was going to be just another summer, Atari is going to turn your head around.
The hot names, the hot games, the hot deals. Yeah, it's gonna be a hummer, 'cause nobody's hotter than Atari this summer. Nobody's hotter than Atari this summer. No!
Journey with me to the year 2019. The person sitting in this chair has the power to alter the course of history. Conflicts are now settled with remote-controlled robot tanks, tank after tank, through nights and days and fog and rain. And the smallest mistake could mean defeat. Of course, it'll probably never come to this. After all, who could take the pressure? Could you? For the Atari 2600 robot tank designed by Alan Miller for Activision.
First the Pac-Man eats through a maze of dots, then the Pac-Man heads for the corner spots, then he eats his fill of a power pill, and then all those ghosts turn blue, boo, and Pac-Man eats them all too.
Have you played Pac-Man? It's the new video computer game everyone's talking about, and naturally, it's from Atari.
Have you played Atari today?
Looking Looking for a powerful home computer? This is the one. Texas Instruments home computer. With 16K memory, it can take you a long way. Want a computer with a lot of software? Oh, yeah, this is the one. The TI home computer gives you more of these software cartridges than any computer in the world. The whole world. So, with all the power you have here to run all the power here, this is the one. The home computer from Texas Instruments. This is the one.
あの高橋名人がゲームになったハドソンのスーパーコミカルアクションゲーム高橋名人の冒険島制作会長スケボースイスイ愛しのハニーちゃんとペアになればもう無敵バッタバッタと敵をなぎ倒す愉快な冒険物語高橋名人の冒険島いやーお待たせしちゃってすいませんね
By Edison.
Let's get him to leave so we can play. Bunny, want to ride my new bike? No thanks. Telephone, Bunny. Take a message, please. No one can say no to Quick. Say, Bunny, want some Quick? Great, I'll get it. I got it. Oh, Quick is so rich. And thick. And milk chocolatey. That was good. Oh, since you're not playing...
Nestle Quick Chocolate Flavor.
When it comes to video games, nobody compares to Atari.
I find Intellivision more sophisticated and lifelike.
Gentlemen, move over for my friend Vic. The Commodore VIC-20.
Move over?
The Commodore VIC-20 does more than your machines. It's a great computer that also plays great games. Like this, and this, and this.
A computer that plays great games?
Under $300?
Exactly.
We didn't know.
Get the Commodore VIC-20 computer for under...
スーパーマリオブラザーズ2はさすがディスクで面白い。
下手くそ。ゼルダの伝説もさすがディスクで面白い。下手くそ。
ムカーチェッカ。ムカッとくるけど。やればやるほどディスクシステム。
PC エンジン悠々白書バンプレスト
Walk into a television showroom and someone will probably try to sell you a set with a foreign name on it. Before you see their choice, ask to see yours. Ask to see the first TVs that combine digital video and audio with a performance to back it up. Ask for picture-in-picture with triple flashback. Ask for a single remote that can learn to run everything. Ask to see a Zenith. For true innovation in television, quality never looked more like a Zenith.
みんなの気持ちが一つになったら弾ける美味しさバイエルン
I like バイエルン
伊藤ハムのバイエルン
銀河連邦司令メトロイドを破壊せよ
地底深く広がる迷路要塞に宇宙征服の野望が渦巻く
行け宇宙戦士サムス
ファミリーコンピューターディスクカードにアクション&迷路ゲームメトロイドやればやるほどディスクシステム
メトロイド Yo, I got fascinated by those. I was... God damn, I was... like, I came back from my little potty break, and, just, sat down and started watching all the ads. Hey, you're back. Yeah, like that ad with like the person dressed up in the Samus cosplay. Oh my god. Metroido. Oh, I really like drawing the pockets on pants. I don't need to draw the pockets on pants. I just like to. Like, I won't put details on other things, but man, pockets on pants? Oh my god. This song is adorable. You know which one's Stevie, right? Because if you can't tell, it's this one. Hmm?
Hold on, let me...
I'm talking.
Discord is being... No, no. Discord is being evil. Hold on. Stevie is the blob guy, or the person on the far right, right?
Hmm?
Who's Stevie?
Ah! This is Stevie.
I'm just gonna reread the whole book.
Oh god, Stevie's the roommate.
Oh, okay, it's coming back. And it's been quite some time since I read the book.
Alright. Yeah, you've had a lot on your plate.
It's been a little rough.
Yeah, you know, just a little bit.
Could be worse. There's always worse.
That doesn't... It could be worse is used to justify a lot of really terrible things.
You are not wrong about that whatsoever, but sometimes you gotta look on the bright side of life, because if not, you'll remember
Always look on the bright side of death.
Exactly. Oh, damn, I thought we were going second chorus.
Just before you draw your terminal breath.
I don't remember the rest of it.
I don't either.
I'm glad. But I look less silly.
You already look silly.
Oh god, I always look silly. I'm what you call goober moded.
I bet you're like wearing a dragon shirt right now.
Are you?
I mean, I bet you also got your hair up in that cap.
Not tonight.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just guessing, okay?
The dragon shirt was pretty fucking good first guess, I don't lie.
I mean, you always wear the dragon shirt.
It's a good fucking shirt.
You like wear that
It looks
all day, all night.
Yeah, well.
What does that have to do with anything?
That means I get to choose my uniform.
Oh, fair.
Have you ever seen the Seinfeld episodes recreated where everyone's a furry?
No.
I don't know why I've never shown you.
What the fuck?
I'll post it in the stream or the stage chat. We did a really cool one about Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's Pizza Time.
The fuck? Amazing.
It has some, I like the art style. It's pretty fucking sick.
What? That looks like a Don Bluth cartoon. Don Bluth is the guy who did, Dragon's Lair, and All Dogs Go to Heaven, and American Tail.
Ooh, I know that one too.
Yep. He,
both of those.
and Thumbelina, which didn't... The problem with the Don Bluth cartoons is they had great animation, but the scripts were a little lacking, if you ask me.
Yeah. They looked nice.
They looked a lot of fun, and it's because Don Bluth Animation Company was composed of disgruntled ex-Disney employees.
You don't say.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Well, that's a first. That's never ever happened before.
Yeah, just like Papa John's was formed by a probably racist. I'm gonna say probably, in my opinion, racist. Just because he supported Donald Trump financially. I think anybody who financially supports Donald Trump is either a racist or okay with the racism.
The very least things funny. I am
I don't know what you said, but yeah, it was formed by a guy who was pissed off at Pizza Hut, and so he quit Pizza Hut and made his own pizza place, but failed to make it with Blackjack and hookers. Don Bluth, however, did make his own animation company with Blackjack and hookers. Yo, Stevie, does Stevie look like an off-duty drag queen? Okay, good. That's the vibe I want Stevie to give off.
They have very just came back to the gym vibe.
Okay, good. Miss Stevie does work out. Stevie doesn't work out at the gym, though.
Yeah, they work out at the underground. Oops.
No, Stevie doesn't need to work out there. Stevie, has a day job.
Come on, brain activate.
Bimbo brain activate.
I'm doing this on purpose.
What? What, bullying you? You know, it's interesting, like, what I sacrifice in detail, I make up for in depth and volume here.
I do gotta say, you have some pretty good shading.
Hey, thank. Stevie's day job is a backup dancer.
Yeah. That's... God.
You are really struggling.
I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing great. I like the shading that you do on their leg.
Stevie has no pronouns. It's just Stevie's leg.
It's just
Yeah, Stevie's leg.
I like
And thank
the
you.
shading that you do on Stevie's leg.
Thanks. I just kind of make it up. And it works. Like, I don't know why it works, but I'm not mad. Sounds like an anime song. I don't like that. This is starting to look rad as fuck. Like, there's such a drastic difference between... Hold on. Between this and this. Yeah. I love this song. StarChunk95 is the reason I have an Upbeat account. So I could license it and play it on stream. Hmm?
I like your ears.
What, the bunny ears hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. I wanted it to, like, I wanted the bunny ears hat, but I didn't want it to look like Louise from Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers, but I didn't want to have a Bob's Burgers hat. Hmm? You're mumbling somewhere away from the computer, sounds like.
Sorry, I forgot I had to turn directly at the computer again. I have the other screen part from my laptop so that I'm not like, I can play the music, but I'm not like repeating it over the microphone. And if I sit over there and listen to it, and I start talking, then it sounds like I'm like far away and mumbling. So
Yeah, okay.
Context, I suppose. But oh god, now I explained the whole story. I didn't realize I was talking about it.
We were talking about Louise.
Oh, I love their hat. I love Louise in general.
Louise is an absolute gremlin.
They're a little goober.
Huh?
So they're a little goober.
Yeah. I marked this part with an X so I'd remember to go back to it and color it in completely black.
Their hair kind of reminds me of like metal seaweed, and that's kind of cool.
That's fun. I'm old Greg. I told you about the time I was old Greg, right?
Possibly?
It was on a ship.
No.
Okay, so when you cross the equator, you become a shellback, and it's called crossing the line. And back in the day, shellbacks used to, like, the hazing ceremony for being a shellback was they would beat you on the back with shillelaghs. And of course, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. Because abuse is bad. But there was still an optional ceremony of like ridiculously, like, it was like so weird that like, it's almost like you can't call it hazing because it's so fucking weird. And like, you didn't have to do it, and nobody was gonna give you shit for not doing it.
What was it?
So there was a lot of food trash that was saved over the week before.
Okay.
And a lot of plastic bags, and they made a slip and slide. There was a slip and slide made out of trash, like food trash. There was a hot tub that somebody had made out of pallets, and plastic bags. They lined it entirely with plastic bags and somehow made it work. I don't know how. And they filled that with water earlier in the day, so it got to bake in the sun and actually get hot because we were on the equator. And they also like cracked open, like the bosun mates will save all of the what do you call them? There's like these bright green things that get like used when you you're supposed to crack them open when you fall overboard. You know what I mean? And the bosun mate would save all of the ones that had expired and then crack them open for the ceremony in strategic places. And let's see, what else did they have? So there was like green slime like fucking everywhere, okay? There was shit, that looking good.
This sounds like a wonderful.
It was hilarious.
The trash jacuzzi.
Like the jacuzzi didn't have trash in it, but if you were like one of the people who like they started everybody off at different stations, and they would just take you to different stations, and like, you know, everybody would be dressed up in these like weird outfits. Everybody who was already a shellback got to participate in the festivities, and like, so everybody's wearing weird outfits. Mostly it was just like their coveralls have been ripped up to look like some sort of like weird ass fucking like neo pirates. Like post-apocalyptic US Navy like neo pirates. It was like, so that was fucking weird. People sometimes brought stuff to wear. Like if we were doing some kind of tour that involved anywhere near the equator, people would bring like just in case shit. You would so there was the slip and slide. There was they would turn on the fire main. Fire main is free firefighting water because it comes out of the ocean. Like it's fire main is just ocean water. And so like they would like turn on the bail of a hose and put it on like a V spray and just like spray it upwards and say it's raining. Get in this boat, and they'd put you in like a fucking they'd put you in a fucking like rigid hull, like, you know, God, what was the fucking boat called? It wasn't the Rib. That was a rigid hull inflatable boat. They put you in like one of the like rescue recovery boats though.
Oh, okay.
And like they would just put you in it and like tell you to sing row 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 your boat in the rain, or like sing some like it's raining, it's pouring, and you would have to row in this boat that was sitting on the deck that was like filled with water because it was raining on it. You would have to like crawl through flooded spaces in the dark, and they would be like, this pipe is busted, this pipe is busted, you have to repair the pipe, and you know, like everybody's been trained on how to repair busted pipes, but like doing it in the dark's kind of shitty. And like also, you know, you would get like halfway through the task and the guy would say like, you weren't fast enough, and just like keep you moving, like just to fuck with you. It was all just fuckery. Like they were just fucking with everybody. They would fill a space with smoke and have you like crawl through that, like with one hand on the person in front of you's butt so that you didn't get lost. You know, like, because we have smoke machines for training purposes. Like, that's how we, like, because you have to know firefighting on a ship. If you don't know if people don't know firefighting, then, like, half the ship will die, and it might sink. Like, you can't just escape and wait for the fire department to show up, you know?
Yeah.
You can't just leave the ship. You're stuck. You have to fight the fire. So there was like a lot of firefighting stuff just because it's everywhere on the ship. You know, Doc would sometimes cover people in like fake wounds because he was like a moulage expert, and like we had to do like these what do you call it? Sometimes we would have to do like first aid drills and stuff like that, and so the doc he would get people like just wounded people like popping out from like behind corners and stuff, screaming at you, and they're like covered in blood and shit. It's like imagine turning the ship into a really weird kind of haunted house kind of thing. It's like turning the ship into a weird ass haunted house, except it's like loaded with like water and strange tasks for you to perform, and green slime and food trash, and then once you get to the end, you get to the flight deck, and there's these things on the deck called pad eyes, which are like it's I don't have to show you a picture of it. I can't really describe it with words what a pad eye is to a non-sailor. Here we go. This is a pad eye. Okay? Everything, of course, was flooded because they were spraying fire main like fucking everywhere. So there were like puddles in these pad eyes. And they would have you and a friend sit opposite each other and try to blow the water out of the pad eye as the ship rolled around and water sloshed back into it. And you had to blow the water out of it with your mouth. While you waited for the ship's barber, who wasn't the ship's barber, usually. Sometimes it was. But you had to wait for the ship's barber to say it was your turn, and he would give you a new haircut. Only if you wanted one. I have to say that the haircut was an optional part, okay? Meanwhile, everybody was talking, while you were out on the flight deck, everybody was talking about how there was a giant baby, and you were going to have to like eat a cherry out of the giant baby's belly button. Everybody was like foreshadowing the giant baby. Every time you cross the line, apparently there's a baby, a giant baby. Like just big fat baby, just a man in a giant makeshift diaper that I don't know what they make it out of, like, because you're just making it out of shit that's laying around the ship. It was probably, he was like wearing like underwear, and then they probably like wrapped a ship's sheet around his waist, you know, in the form of a diaper. So, you know, you've got like the biggest guy on the ship, or rather the biggest shellback on the ship, I should say, is the baby. And sometimes he would run out of his pen, which was like hidden from, like, it hid him from view, but sometimes he would run out of his pen and cry. And this is all while you're on the flight deck fucking around, right? And when he ran out of his pen, he's covered in chocolate sauce, but damn if it didn't look like shit. And he would just run out and he would cry, and somebody from like the King Neptune's royal court who all judged you at the end. And usually they judged you on like dumb shit. Like getting judged by King Neptune's royal court was just like a weird, it was like getting roasted, but like really dumb roasted, if that makes any sense. Like, okay,
like roasted like you would in a medieval like a Renaissance fair.
You mean like, huh?
Have you ever been roasted at a Renaissance fair?
I've never been roasted at a Renaissance fair.
My parents would antagonize the performers at Renaissance fairs sometimes.
And they would get roasted?
Get caught in the crossfire, yeah.
That's fun. So maybe it's like that. You would get, you know, like you would get sentenced to like, you know, sentenced to eternal shame for updating the computers too much. You know, or like something dumb like that. Like they would come up with like a weird sentence for you that like was just something that everybody knew you for. You know, I don't even remember what mine was. It was just like some goofy shit, you know, like you were hereby condemned for having red hair. Get out of King Neptune's sight. You know, like just absolutely stupid shit. And but when you go behind the screen to presumably eat the cherry out of the giant baby's belly button, like you see it, and you have to crawl everywhere. By the way, you have to crawl everywhere. So people would tie like cheap throwaway flip-flops to their knees before they started, and then promptly throw them away. And people would also like throw their coveralls away afterwards too, because you were covered in food trash for like hours and you were all sweaty and gross and wet, and it's like you really can't wash the smell of that out.
Yeah, not really.
And so you would crawl up to this guy and he's like ha 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 ha, like smearing chocolate syrup like from his diaper area all over himself. You know, just like being a fucking weird ass giant baby, and they would say like, now eat the cherry, and if you got close he would just be like, whoa 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 whoa, no no no, all right, get out of here. But if you chickened out, they would just act like you did. They always, no matter what, they acted like you had eaten the cherry, and they would announce it loudly, and then you would act like you had eaten the cherry just to keep the joke up, so everybody would be like dreading this moment of eating a cherry out of this hairy, sweaty, like, because everybody was sweaty. Again, it was the fucking equator. You know, and so the second time we went on deployment, we got to cross the line again, which means I got to participate in the festivities, and I got on King Neptune's court. I was like the one who read out sentences for people we switched out. So I was one of the people who read the sentences for King Neptune, who was usually like a high-ranking shellback, you know, who would just like wear a fucking Santa Claus beard and shit, and like robes that he had, you know, toga party style robes made out of sheets, you know? That's fucking insane. And like the people in King Neptune's court were always the ones with the most egregious costumes. And I was old Greg. And I said, man, it'd be cool if I could get face paint, but I don't think I could get it in time, because I just had this idea that I wanted to be old Greg. And this guy comes up to me in my shop. Now he's like unassuming local guy from Earthbound, okay? Just like regular ass fucking dude. And he was like good Christian boy and all this stuff, you know, just regular motherfucker. He's like, so Lux, I heard you needed face paint. And I'm like, yeah? All I have is white and black because I plan on doing a zombie costume later in the year. And he's like, well, I mean, I have other colors. And I'm like, wait, like grease paint. You have grease paint. And he's like, yeah. Do you have green and red? And he's like, yeah. Why? I'm a juggalo, dude. And I'm like, the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He just had it. And I'm like, when were you planning on, like, doing your juggalo thing on deployment? And he's like, I don't know. I just take it everywhere, just in case. You never know. And I'm like, God. All right, man. Cool. And so, yeah, fucking juggalos, man. And so he gave me this face paint, and you know, I did the whole like, you know, I did the whole old Greg look. Let me put up a picture of old Greg real quick.
I said please, dude.
Wait. Do you not know who old Greg is? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna solve this problem.
Yes, teach me.
We're going to solve this problem right now.
I'm devouring all of the information, the truth.
I've got something! Come to Papa Moon. That's it. Come on. Oh.
This is important. This is, and so like coming up in the smoke and everything, I would hang out in this smoky space because of this costume.
Hi there.
Who are you?
I'm old Greg. Pleased to meet you.
What do you want?
Maybe I should ask you the same question.
What you doing in my waters?
Just taking the air, you know, not fishing.
But then how come this hook's in my head, fool?
It's nothing to do with me, sir.
It's attached to your rod, mother liquor.
Don't kill me. I've got so much to give.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Easy there, fuzzy little man Peach.
You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe?
What?
Gonna come to a club where people wee on each other?
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Excuse me?
I like you.
Hold on, wait.
What do you think of me?
I don't rightly know, sir.
Make an assessment.
Make an assessment.
I think you're a nice, modern
Isn't
gentleman.
he great?
Don't lie to me, boy.
Nice, modern gentleman.
I know what you're thinking. Here comes old Greg. He's a scaly manfish. You don't know me. You don't know what I got. I got something to show you. You know what that is? That's old Greg's vagina. I got a mangina. I'm old Greg.
So that's the first part of the sketch, okay? You are not talking towards the computer.
Oh shit. Okay.
Let me find a good shot of old Greg here. Okay, so I did the red lips. I drew a black mustache on. I had green face paint. You know, the dark circles under the eyes with the red. Doc said, hey, I heard you were old Greg, and I'm like, yeah, I was wondering if you had any like weird shit for me to use, because you've always got like old weird shit laying around for costumes. Because like Doc was the guy that helped everybody with their costume. He also helped me with a very bloody magic trick I did on the flight deck one day. Yeah, because he's got tons of fake blood. So, like, I would always consult Doc if I had a costume idea or, like, a spooky idea. And so he's like, yeah, like I... what did I do? Oh, yeah, I used mouth streamers. You know, like the rainbow kind the magicians use. I had some of those, and I had... I remembered that we had these, like... what do you call them? There were bandages. They were olive-colored bandages. I remember them because I was the stretcher bearer, and so I went to Doc and asked, can I have some? And he's like, actually, I have some that like expire because like if they stay in their wrapping, if they stay in their plastic wrapping too long, they can dry rot. So you can have all the ones that are expired. So I took these green bandages and I cut them up down the middle, tied everything in a knot like a mop, and then put that on my head. So that was my wig. And then I had a button-down shirt that didn't quite fit anymore, and I had brought it for wearing in port, but it wasn't all that comfortable. But I wore that, and I think I fashioned a tie out of something. I don't remember where I got the tie from. And then I made a jacket with coattails out of an old pair of coveralls. Like everybody was cutting up coveralls for making pirate costumes. And so what I did was they zip all the way down to the crotch, and I cut the legs away from the crotch so the legs would hang behind me like coattails. And then I wore a kilt because I had a kilt on board. I didn't have a tutu, but I had a kilt, and I would wear it around berthing. Like it was like a flannel pajama kilt. I would wear it around berthing, like after my shower, instead of wrapping a towel around my waist.
Makes sense.
And so I had that, and I wore compression shorts under it, and pulled my headlamp that I used to like, mostly just to get around berthing at night. Like it had a red setting that I used, but I turned it on the brightest white setting and like put it all the way up my thigh. So there was a light right at my balls. And I hung out in this smoky, flooded compartment in the dark. And as people like crawled past me, I would be like, "Hello there. What you doing in my waters?" And then someone's like, "The fuck is happening?" And I just lifted up my kilt and shined the light at them, and I'm like, "I'm old Greg!" And some officer at one point goes, "He's old Greg!" And I'm like, "I'm old Greg!" And she's like, "He's got a mangina!" Most people didn't know what I was talking about, but it felt so good that somebody fucking got it. Like, somebody just crawling around looked up long enough to realize what I was doing. And you know, he says, "You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe?" I actually had a boot, and I spent a week collecting all the Irish creamer, you know, those individual creamers you get like at a hotel or a restaurant.
Yeah.
I filled it with those little individually wrapped creamers. I didn't pour it into the boot. I just had a bunch of them sitting in my boot. And I walked around with this fucking boot the entire day. Like, this is a day-long activity, okay? And I would walk up to people and I'm like, "You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe?" And they're like, "No. Would you like to?" And they're like, and I would tilt it forward so they could see inside of it, and they're like, "Oh, actually, yes," and take one. Wanna go to a club where people wee on each other? Not really. What do you think of me? Make an assessment. So yeah, I was old Greg. That was me. And I had a blast with that. It was so fucking fun.
It sounds like you put a lot of effort into the character.
When I do a costume, I am in character the entire time.
That's pretty great, actually.
Yeah, like, so I was Han Solo one year at a convention, and every time I walked past anybody in Mandalorian armor, I would stop and like put my hand on my weapon, and if they saw me, they would stop and put their hand on their weapon, and then we would have like a standoff.
That's cool.
And then we would get our pictures taken together.
I always wanted to do some stuff like that.
When I did the One of these days, not today, but one of these days I need to tell you about the zombie thing that I did. I got a picture of it though. I'll pull up a picture of the zombie costume that I did on deployment, because Halloween on deployment is an absolute, like, it's a fucking romp. Because, like, it's a great way to blow off steam. Like, you're stuck on a ship, you know?
Does everybody get out candy?
Some departments, if you went by and knocked on their door, they would give you candy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like, maybe not people's first deployment, but once you've done a couple deployments, you kind of like think, okay, what holidays are going to be there? What am I gonna do for these holidays? And you like prep for it.
You need a dull home so I can just dress up and get candy. That's really what I want.
Right?
I guess I could dress up in a costume, go to the store and buy myself candy.
I mean, you could, but it's so much more fun to go trick-or-treating. Because it's an activity that you do with friends. Oh,
Yeah,
here's the picture.
It's so good.
I walked around holding a toothbrush. Hold on, there's a picture of me with death. Let me find it.
You're the 10th dentist.
I'm the what?
I said you're the 10th dentist.
The temp dentist?
The 10th. Like 9 out of 10 dentists. You are the 10th dentist.
Amazing. Hold on. Let me go back to the front page here. Here we go. That's me and Death hanging out.
Such a good zombie. Also death. I like it. The big like gash out of your neck is pretty good.
What's wild about that gash in my neck? It turns out I'm allergic to the glue. Hello, satellite system. Hello. Yeah, so it's the only thing I'm allergic to, actually, is, like, theatrical glue. And so I ended up having, like people thought I still had the wound on afterwards because I had hives in the shape and form of where the wound touched my neck for, like, a couple days. And everybody thought that I was still wearing it. But it was a lot of fun, and I got it, like, that was a day-long activity for me, was being a zombie. And there was, like, a backstory and everything. It was a lot of fun. So, one of these days, you gotta get me to tell you that story, but not tonight. She's not gonna have a lot of dramatic lighting on her body so much just because she's softer and rounder. And her clothes fit tighter. She's gonna be a little bit easier to do, I think. Also, it's kind of liberating filling in areas with black because it's like I don't have to worry about coloring them later.
Yeah, actually. Kind of like, oh good, this isn't gonna be work that I have to do later.
Yeah. I mean, it's work that I'm doing now though, because I have like to think about like how's this gonna go.
I mean, sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's easier to process work that's happening now than it is to process work that is coming.
Fair. So how's it going, Satellite? How's your weekend turning out? Star Rail non-stop, baby! You what?
I said I like the tank top. I think I would really wear it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of really cute.
I like it too. No, I don't like that. Change the speaking language to Japanese with everything else in English. You now have to pay attention during dialogue. Is that a blessing or a curse? Or is it a blurse? It's a blurse. Okay, fair. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break.
If you think ColecoVision plays all Atari cartridges... You mean it can't? Here's Pac-Man on ColecoVision. But here's Pac-Man on the Atari 5200 Super System. Now you're talking. And it doesn't work on ColecoVision. But won't Jungle Hunt? Not with real arcade graphics. Ms. Pac-Man? This Ms. plays only on the Atari 5200 Super System. And now there's an adapter. For 2,600 games? Nearly 300 2,600 games. Super! System, now with a $30 rebate and Pac-Man from Atari.
Yeah? You look like a real jerk.
Well, I am a corporate executive.
He stops exciting things from happening.
So what you doing?
Well, Muffy, Buffy, Biff Jr. and I are going on our Sunday drive.
Oh, no, you ain't. You're gonna play pole position!
Listen to Remco's Baby Laugh-A-Lot. You're listening to Baby Laugh-A-Lot. She's the funniest doll you've ever seen. Just push the button and she starts to giggle. Get Baby Laugh-A-Lot by Remco.
It's Donkey Kong, the arcade sensation, and now you can play it at home.
Hang on, sweetheart. I'm gonna save you.
Now you can play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision video game system. Donkey Kong has multiple screens, just like the arcade game.
You're not gonna stop me, you stupid ape.
Play Donkey Kong on your ColecoVision, Atari VCS, or Intellivision video game system.
Don't worry, darling. I'll save you.
Hubert, c'est moi. Vous allez voir, je suis un petit malin bourré de réflexes. Mais est-ce que ça va suffire pour échapper à ces satanées bestioles, Polly et Hugues? C'est dur d'être un Hubert, mais qu'est-ce que c'est sympa.
Hubert, une cassette de jeux vidéo par cœur.
When the clock strikes half
to head for golden light. It's a good time for the great taste.
All right. So, I think this is enough for tonight. We've gone for, 3 hours. 3 hours is usually what I do for a stream. I think it's time for a break. I'm really digging the way this looks. And we're gonna raid out. So y'all stand by for raid. On V-Stream, we're gonna do VillainTuber. And on Twitch, we're gonna do Lady Taika. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for coming by. And make sure you take your meds if you got any. Hydrate. And all that good stuff. I love you.
Was 3 hours?
Yeah, it was. I'm saying bye for Meteor Shower on V-Stream. We're gonna pop it in on 2 other art streams.